Well, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to A Therapeutic Edge. Hey, it's very nice to have you here today. I've got something on the table today that, well, it isn't really new. It's new to me, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. This is the Kershaw Livewire. It is, as far as I know, their first out the front, and I really like it. Enough that I own this one. I've made it my only OTF in the collection. It's nothing particularly fancy or special, but it's kind of the point. They're about 240 bucks, which puts the mid-range Microtech. It is CPM 20CV. This is their made in the US stuff, which is really nice. It's got a wonky pocket clip on it, but you know, whatever. What are you gonna do? But there are some things I really like about this knife. One, it is less expensive than a Microtech. This is about UTX 85 size, a little bit bigger than that. It's not quite full-size Microtech, but it's a decent-sized knife. One, I really like the ergos on the handle. It's got a lot of style to it, but it's also very comfortable. The action is very easy. Some Microtechs, you really got to get underneath that switch to make them fire. This is not like that. This has their in-house, that little logo right there. It means this was an in-house design. But it's got some features that I really like, as I mentioned. And let's start with those first. Kershaw has done a really good job in the past with their 20CV. Their Link and some of the other knives they've released in 20CV have been really, really nice. Second, the Kershaw autos are just sort of notoriously good for not a lot of money. Excuse the noise, but you know, I mean, they make little California legal things, and then this is women carry knives. But they make larger autos. These are all in CPM 154, which, by the way, they do a very good job on as well. But out in the world, you know, these are $100 and something. To get this much knife in an auto from another company, and you're going to be spending a fortune. Kershaw has always kept it kind of on the down low. They've done the same here with their OTF. I just think, I'm just really surprised by how good it is. And like I said, it's very comfortable to hold, very comfortable to use. I really like the fact that it's all belly. Right? Now, you can't really, you know, you can get it, but there's enough knife to get down on the table at this end with all this belly. This is a marvelously functional tool. So many out the fronts have either dagger style blades or a very, very straight edge. And that's, I mean, it's cool. They're supposed to be pokey. I get it. But for sort of EDC, a little bit of belly goes a long way, right? So this is just a really functional sort of everyday carry and useful tool. Again, these are not legal everywhere. Please be aware of your own states, cities, or counties' laws. That's your deal. Here in California, we can own them. We just can't carry them, which is stupid, but that's where we're at. Let's do some size comparisons while we've got it out here on the table. Let's line it up on this line here. Well, let's see. Here's against the Rat 1. As you can see, it is considerably smaller than the Rat 1, but most things are. The Rat's a fairly large knife. Here is the Rat 2. The Livewire is bigger than that. Slightly more, I don't know, familiar territory for many people. Here it is against the full-size Griptilian. And this is where it gets cool. As you can see, we have just about as much blade area on the Livewire as we do on the full-size Griptilian. So, I mean, it's got plenty of blade. And in that 20 CV, it's going to last you a while without needing sharpening, which is really nice. Here it is against our old friend, the Bug Out. Right, it's bigger than a Bug Out. It's just a really good size and a very useful tool. And I really enjoy having it around. And I'm 100% behind Kershaw. As you guys know from some of my other videos, I want them to be successful just because I've been using Kershaw knives since I was a kid camping. And they really let themselves sort of go in a lot of ways. And so recently there's been a lot of what feels like solid effort by Kershaw to get themselves back into not only making reliable, functional tools in higher end materials, but just cool things at that. This is one of those. Let's get the basic specs out of the way. You're looking at just a little under 3 1/4 inches of cutting on just at 3 1/4 inches overall of that CPM 20 CV. Overall knife from tip to tail, you're coming in at just 8 inches. Grip area, of course, is the entire handle, and so you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4.5 comfortable inches, right? There's plenty of room here. It is nice and lean, right? So in the pocket, we're eating up just about an inch, right? Closed length is 1, 2, 3, 4.75. I think this thing's cool. Now, again, 230 something bucks, 240 bucks is, it's not inexpensive. It isn't. I mean, these things were $100 basically. That's a lot of knife for 100 bucks. But I've had 10 microtechs of various shapes and sizes come across my table. I've had autos from 4 or 5 other brands. This is absolutely competitive. It is. There is, a little bit of blade rock in there, but nothing severe. The action is persistent. It's light, relatively light on the thumb, as I said, and it's just, they did a good job. They really did. The clip is a bit of a, stand by a sec. Sorry, I had to grab a thing. The clip is a little tight, and like I said, it's got a funny angle to it. It's very nicely deep carry, right? Just a couple of screws up here holding it in place. I think you can just swap this around and use it lefty if you wanted to. I don't know. But it's a little tight through here. If you're wearing jeans, it can be a little bit of a pain in the ass because it is completely deep carry and it's tight. When it sinks down into your jeans all the way down to here, it can be kind of a pain in the butt to get it out. It's just a heads up. It is a steel clip, stamped steel clip, nothing fancy. I don't know. I really like this thing, and if you are in a place where you can own and carry an out the front knife, I think you'd like it too. And I would love it if you would give it a chance, because in a world dominated by $400 microtechs, a company like Kershaw that wants to come back, do USA made in CPM 20 CV. I mean, look at the texturing. I don't know if that's going to show up on the camera. Yeah, so it's got the texturing here, but it's also got, I don't know if you're going to hear that. It's also got texturing on the handle there and here. It's just a really well sorted and well done out the front. Let's go ahead and weigh it, see what it comes in at. Okay. There we go. Yeah, 3.1 ounces for 3 1/4 inches of cutting. It's a little bit, it's right at that ounce per inch. That, yeah, it's kind of hard for you guys to see. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'll move it down this way. Again, forgive me, but there's a fan above here that spins. Anyway, it's annoying. Anyway, this is the Kershaw Livewire. As far as I know, they're first out the front, and I hope it's not their last, because this is an absolute competitor in what is a sort of dominated market by one company. There are lots of sort of more budget-friendly brands, but I would love to see more of this while they're making more of this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Kershaw Livewire. I know I've enjoyed adding it to the collection. And thanks for sticking around. We'll see you next time. Take care.